One by One is about how do we create approaches to ensure that everyone that works in museums feels confident about digital.
There's a lot of chatter in the sector about how we become more digitally literate, how we skill up so that we can face what pressures on us now and pressures of the future in digital.
I think digital skills are really important for museums. It's one of those things like collections that are important for all museums, that it applies to everyone. Improving digital skills can massively increase the impact that museums can have and how they cater for their audiences and the impact they have on their communities.
In order to have the physical museum survive the 21st century, you must embrace the digital aspect. And so those digital and those physical realities must complement one another. They have to come together as the core strategic element, the DNA of any museum.
If we've got digital literate museums, that means we've got a toolkit where we can actually use a whole different number of means, especially when we're communicating with audiences. People are kind of digital natives now, they're on their phone all the time. Doesn't mean we have to just put things onto phones, but we've got that in our repertoire. We understand how people are communicating. We understand how to reach them. We understand what they might want and need from museums. So it's about museums becoming not just these rigid, fixed, kind of traditional places, but they're adaptable, they're flexible, they kind of can change to suit the different audiences that come in.
So the process has been really interesting because we've run the programme as a kind of research project in quite a different type of approach, using design thinking as a kind of methodology for it. So define and understand, and at this point then ideate. We're really interested in how do you think as wild as you can about the ideas that you might come up with as a result of understanding and empathising with people in that research phase.
The entire purpose has been to make sure that everybody feels invested in how things are being structured, that it's not forced upon them, so that as they're going through the 15-month process, they have ownership, they have control, they have influence about how this is going to impact not just their organizations, but the entire sector.
This process is really different from any usual project kind of planning process. It's a very creative process, so taking design thinking and human-centered design is actually really focusing on why you're doing something, who is it for, what are their needs, whereas actually a lot of project planning is around, well, what do we want to build and what do we want it to look like? So it's really flipping that on its head and saying, well, who are we designing it for and what are their actual needs? So it's a very creative process, which is why I like it.
Working and collaborating with colleagues in the digital sector is so fun, and it's just been great going through the questions, getting to wordsmith them, and now working on the projects.
I think what has been incredibly invigorating about the process has been that there's not this sense of being defeated, but taking these old problems and bringing these new voices, this diverse thinking, these different perspectives to help solve the problem collectively.
I think one of the key things we've identified is the fact that the museums sector is such a broad sector. There's not a one-fit-all sort of solution for everyone. So I think the key challenge is to create solutions that are appropriate for the breadth of the museum sector.
These digital skills are essential for the museum to exist in the 21st century. We have to understand that no matter what your age or stage in life, there are different ways in communicating. There are different ways in bringing your audience into a fluid, dynamic, two-way conversation. And the only way to truly take advantage of such dialogue is to really bring and embed those digital capabilities into the museum.
Digital is here. Digital is is in everything that we do. And we want people to feel confident in knowing that and using it. So we have to just get familiar, get confident, be just seeing these as things that are part of our lives and know when we can put them down as well as when we pick them up.